Introduction. Are you interested in the content of the presentation? Discover the professional strategies for effective presenting. The presentation is prepared by Pushpesh Naik and delivered by Helena. Pushpesh had the privilege of collaborating with leading companies across 4 continents, visiting over 65 countries. As a chartered professional engineer and an MBA graduate, he is eager to share valuable insights from the book Talk Like TED by Carmine Gallo. Consider having a brilliant idea. How do you share it compellingly with the world? In an era saturated with information, making an idea stand out requires your passion and determination. You must advocate for it. In Talk Like TED, Carmine Gallo reveals the techniques behind the engaging presentations of some of the world's most influential speakers. His analysis of over 500 TED Talks identifies 3 key elements that make these speeches memorable. The content is innovative, the speakers establish emotional connections, and the delivery ensures the message resonates. Learn how to emotionally engage your audience, ensure your presentations are memorable, and incorporate storytelling into your talks. Understand why passion is crucial for persuasion and how engaging multiple senses can enhance your presentation. Furthermore, discover practical methods to structure your talk effectively. Today, we are exploring a template designed for interactive learning. It emphasizes engagement, allowing you to enhance your educational material with a strong foundation. Let's begin. TED Talks provide an exceptional opportunity to enhance a vital aspect of life, your presentation skills. Prepare to significantly improve your presentation skills with the insights from excellent talks. In 1915, Dale Carnegie authored the seminal work, The Art of Public Speaking, which unlocked the secrets to effectively engaging an audience. Even a century ago, individuals sought to distinguish themselves, a desire that is even more prevalent today. In our dynamic world, presenting ideas effectively is crucial, as Daniel Pink highlights in To Sell is Human, asserting that we are all involved in sales. TED Talks offer a modern platform for presenting ideas compellingly. Originating in 1984, TEDdy, representing technology, entertainment, design, has evolved into a global phenomenon. Currently, there are 5 TEDx events daily across over 130 countries, disseminating knowledge extensively. Showcasing leading innovators and achievers, TED Talks are invaluable for those aspiring to excel in public speaking. The author has analyzed over 500 TED Talks to identify their common success factors. Discover the strategies that elevate TED presenters to the forefront of effective communication. The forthcoming presentation will equip you with the ultimate toolkit for impactful speaking. Let your enthusiasm resonate to engage and motivate your audience. Enthusiasm is the driving force that elevates a presentation from mundane to memorable. What is the key element behind the world's notable success stories? Indeed, it is enthusiasm. It is the invigorating energy experienced when pursuing something that truly matters. Consider Tony Hsieh, the visionary behind Zappos, the renowned online shoe retailer. Hsieh may not be particularly passionate about shoes, but he is deeply committed to creating happiness for customers and employees. His dedication to this vision transformed Zappos into a benchmark for customer service and an exemplary workplace. If you believe enthusiasm is reserved only for success stories, reconsider. It is also a crucial element in delivering an impactful presentation. In 2012, researchers investigated why some startups receive substantial investment while others do not. They discovered that enthusiasm was a pivotal factor in successful 15-minute startup pitches. The allure of enthusiasm proved more compelling to investors than advanced degrees or extensive experience. But what if you do not naturally exude enthusiasm? Rest assured, you can develop the skill of speaking with enthusiasm. It is all about consistent practice. The human brain adapts to the stimuli it receives. Like London cab drivers whose brains are enhanced for navigation, practice can cultivate your capacity for enthusiasm. So why delay? Step forward and impress the world. Utilizing storytelling facilitates a stronger emotional connection with your audience. Storytelling serves as an effective tool for establishing an emotional connection with your audience. Consider the impact of engaging your listeners in the manner of Steve Jobs, renowned as one of the most compelling public speakers. What made his presentation so captivating? His talks were rich with emotion, setting a benchmark for persuasive presentations. This approach dates back to the Greek philosopher Aristotle, who identified the key elements of persuasive communication: ethos, logos, and pathos. Ethos involves demonstrating your character and values, sharing your experiences and qualifications to earn your audience's trust. Logos incorporates logic, using statistics or data to support your arguments with reason. However, the true impact lies in pathos, the emotional core of your message. An analysis of numerous TED Talks reveals that the most impactful ones comprise 65% pathos, 25% logos, and 10% ethos. Clearly, pathos plays a dominant role in persuasion. So, how can you integrate more pathos into your presentation? Storytelling is an essential technique. It transforms your presentation from a mere lecture into a compelling narrative that resonates with your audience. There are 3 types of stories that can enhance your connection with the audience. First is the personal story. Reflect on a meaningful tale, such as your earliest childhood memory. Next, incorporate stories about others, such as a friend whose initial startup idea was unsuccessful, but whose subsequent venture achieved significant success, attracting numerous investors. Finally, discuss the journey of successful brands, companies, or organizations. For example, in one TED Talk, Ludwig Marchain shared an engaging story about Dry Bath, his innovative skin gel that cleans without water, and its impact in areas facing water scarcity. The audience was thoroughly engaged. Building an emotional connection is akin to orchestrating a symphony. Each note, gesture, and expression must be perfectly aligned. Creating such a connection requires a balanced approach. Have you ever attended a presentation where the speaker's slow pace made it difficult to stay engaged? Simply speeding up isn't always the solution. The ideal pace is contingent upon the context. For instance, while listening to an audiobook during a leisurely drive, a slower pace is preferable. Conversely, during a live presentation where capturing every detail is crucial, a more brisk pace is beneficial. Typically, engaging speakers maintain a pace of approximately 190 words per minute. However, mastering vocal delivery is merely the initial step. To genuinely connect, one must also effectively utilize body language. Nonverbal cues convey significant information. Consider a study where students assessed criminal suspects' testimonies through videos or audio alone. Those who viewed the videos identified deceit with a 65% success rate, compared to 55% for audio only. What is the key to effective body language? U.S. Commander Matt Eversman suggests that leaders project confidence by standing tall. The same principle applies to speakers. Command the stage with confidence. Gestures play a crucial role. Research indicates that appropriate gestures can enhance credibility. Maintain gestures between eye level and the midsection for optimal impact. Reserve expansive gestures for moments when emphasis is necessary. We have explored creating an emotional bond with your audience. Now we will delve into making your presentation memorable. To ensure your presentation is impactful and memorable, provide your audience with insightful information. Elevate your presentation from ordinary to exceptional by offering your audience fresh insights. Recall the last time something truly took you by surprise. That moment likely captured your attention, whether it was from a book, a TV show, or an engaging lecture. To engage your audience's attention and imagination, incorporate unexpected and intriguing information into your presentation. Consider the renowned TED Talk by deep-sea explorer Robert Ballard. He effectively argued for increased investment in deep-sea research. Among his many revealing facts were 2 particularly remarkable ones. NASA's annual budget equals what the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, would spend over 1,600 years. Additionally, the world's largest mountain range is not on land, but concealed beneath the ocean's surface. Sharing such intriguing facts not only captures attention, but also enhances memorability, as memory thrives on dopamine, the brain's natural save button. When you encounter something novel, dopamine is released, aiding in retention. In another TED Talk, Susan Cain emphasized the strength of introverts, a topic that might initially seem unremarkable. However, Cain knew how to make an impact. She confidently stated that being articulate does not correlate with generating great ideas. Instantly, the executives in the room were attentive. Cain's assertion challenged their belief that the most vocal individuals in meetings are the most creative, merely because they are more noticeable than quieter introverts. By presenting her idea innovatively, she ensured her message resonated with them. Enhance your presentation's impact by introducing a remarkable moment or an outstanding statistic. Elevate your presentation by incorporating a memorable moment or an intriguing fact. Consider this: Bill Gates at a TED Talk holding a jar of mosquitoes. He opens the jar, releasing them. Not to worry, these insects were malaria-free. This act sparked significant media attention, even making NBC News headlines. Why did it garner such attention? Because it was unforgettable. Similarly, your audience will be discussing your presentation long after it ends. Here's an interesting statistic. In 1972, the United States had 300,000 inmates. Today, that number has grown to 2.3 million. Additionally, in a room of 1,500 individuals, approximately 15 could be psychopaths. These statistics not only captured the audience's attention, but also made those TED Talks memorable. Incorporate a touch of humor into your speech to foster a positive atmosphere among your audience. Enhance your speech by adding a hint of humor, which can significantly engage your audience. Consider the last presentation you truly appreciated. Was it infused with humor? Humor serves as an enhancer in our interactions. Research indicates that individuals with a sense of humor are perceived as more approachable, intelligent, and emotionally stable. In professional environments, humor acts as a valuable asset. A study published in the Harvard Business Review suggests that humor can alleviate tense situations, reduce hostility, and improve morale effectively. Furthermore, another study highlights that successful executives are more inclined to use humor compared to their peers. Therefore, consider becoming the source of lightheartedness in your professional setting. There are various methods to introduce humor. Consider sharing an amusing anecdote, perhaps a humorous incident from your day. The goal is not to elicit a standing ovation, but to bring a smile or a mild laugh. In a TED Talk, Dan Pallotta, an innovator in fundraising for AIDS services, humorously discussed his personal life. As a gay father of triplets, he remarked that his domestic life was his most innovative and entrepreneurial undertaking. Additionally, you might experiment with analogies and metaphors. Professor Richard Wilkinson from the University of Nottingham used humor while discussing economic inequality, suggesting that those pursuing the American dream should consider relocating to Denmark. While not typical comedic material, it successfully engaged the audience. Now that you have learned to enhance your presentation, prepare for a memorable and impactful experience in your next engagement. Presentations should succinctly address a maximum of 3 key points within a 15 to 20-minute time frame. Greetings, aspiring presentation experts. Let us discuss the effectiveness of the less is more approach. Have you ever attended an excessively long presentation and felt exhausted afterward? Your audience likely feels the same way. The key is to keep your presentations concise and impactful. Allow me to introduce Paul King from Texas Christian University, who has successfully divided his 3-hour class into 3 engaging 50-minute sessions. The outcome? Students are excelling in their exams more than ever before. Consider the example of TED Talks, which have perfected the format with their optimal 18-minute duration. The ideal time frame is between 15 to 20 minutes. Moreover, focusing on 3 primary themes is essential. In 1956, a Harvard researcher suggested that we could process 7 bits of new information. However, the effective number is actually 3 or 4 chunks. For instance, remembering 2,222 is simpler than 3,948. What is the strategy? Concentrate on 3 key points in your presentation. Begin with a compelling headline, which serves as your main message. Below that, outline the 3 supporting ideas. For each of those, include the essential details, the core content of your presentation. Impress your audience with your expertise. Engage their senses with enthusiasm to ensure your concepts are memorable and impactful. Enhance your presentations by appealing to all the senses effectively. Imagine being in the sun, feeling the warmth on your skin. Recall the scents in the air, the sights, and the sounds of your environment. If you can remember these details, it demonstrates that our memories are significantly enhanced by sensory experiences. Richard Mayer from the University of California at Santa Barbara suggests that this multisensory approach is pivotal in cognitive psychology. His research indicates that students who engage with multisensory experiences like videos, texts, and images have superior memory retention compared to those who rely solely on reading. To make your presentations unforgettable, engage multiple senses. Let's explore the realm of sight and sound. For visual engagement, use images and concise text. Consider how impactful TED Talks are visually. They avoid overwhelming the audience with text-heavy slides. This is because our brains can only process a limited amount of information at once. A slide overloaded with text is counterproductive. Use imagery to narrate your story, supplemented by key terms to guide the audience. For auditory engagement, rhetorical devices serve as powerful tools. Consider Martin Luther King's iconic four-word phrase, "I have a dream," which resonates through history. Similarly, Barack Obama's phrase, "Yes, we can," effectively rallied people and played a role in his ascent to the presidency. These phrases linger in our minds long after they are heard. Final summary, we appreciate your attention to our presentation on Talk Like TED by Carmine Gallo. This book highlights the importance of delivering persuasive presentations in the 21st century. To make a presentation memorable, it is essential to establish an emotional connection with your audience. For effective retention of information, keep your presentation concise, focusing on no more than 3 main themes and engaging your audience's senses. We value your feedback and look forward to hearing from you.